YouTube. Hello MGTOW. Hello Red Pill. Hammerhand pretty much had a video called IBB. Intimidate, Bludgeon, and Bully. And that got me thinking. Coliseum effect. How the Roman organized had the gladiators. The gladiators were nothing more than glorified slaves. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm gonna say that again. The Roman gladiators of the Roman Coliseum, and many Colosseums throughout the world, really, were nothing more than glorified slaves. S-L-A-V-E-S. How did the Coliseum organize so many slaves and keep them from rebelling after, I think his name was Spartacus? Well, you had to keep them separated. Keep them separate from each other. Basically make sure that they have no time to themselves. It's all their time is spent training for the Coliseum and fighting in the Coliseum. Training, fighting, and copulating. Or breeding. Training, fighting, and breeding. And in some cases being emasculated, being retentive. You know, some cases being retentive. You know, it's actually surprising how many cultures actually practice to keep people in line. Separate the cultures by language, or separate the cultures by language. They can't speak the universal language, which would be at the time would have been Roman, or some sort of Roman variant. Well, that was easy to keep because they weren't able to communicate with the trade language, which would probably have been about Roman or Greek. You know, it'd be about Greek. I think that's the language of the day. Keep them from speaking to each other, make them too tired, force them to be too tired to rebel. Keep them just fed enough to keep them from dying, keep them from going into malnutrition, but hungry enough not to rebel. And on the time when it comes time to compete, you keep people fed and boozed up. Keep all the people with plenty of wine and bread that they can pick at and sip on. And when the Coliseum arena is finished, they go home amped up on booze, bread, adrenaline, and they go home and procreate with their wives. That would be the ideally thing. How does that function in today's society? Well, let's see. They're doing away, well, the United States have already seen slavery. Keep the dark slaves separate from the lighter ones. Ensure that they're not able to read the trade language or do any type of commerce with the trade language of English. You keep them worked to death. You keep them worked to the point where they're too tired to talk to each other, too tired to rebel. Basically, keep them just hungry enough to do the work, fed enough not to wither away and die. Never let them recover. And then you force your religion upon them. And have a day where they can actually have a break. Keep one of your more trusted ones, with this, able to be literate enough to keep them placated. Deliver me from slavery. You give them enough hope. You give them enough hope for them to keep them working. You give them enough hope to keep them working. In hopes that their children will be free. Let this get and basically, not only are we not free, but they've actually dragged other cultures and races into the mix. How does this apply to today's society? Well, we have a new Coliseum. In fact, about 3 or 4 new versions of the Coliseum, 3 or 4 new versions of blood sport. We've got football, basketball, hockey, soccer, tennis, boxing, MMA, NASCAR, drag racing. We got whole new sectors of blood sport to keep all sorts of people entertained with popcorn and beer, hot dogs, hamburgers, sodas, and lickies and chewies. We have the Giants, the Jets, the Ravens, the Steelers, the Browns, the Blues, the Greens, the Yellows. And occasionally, the teams trade their slaves. That's what LeBron James is. He's a freaking slave. That's what Colin Kaepernick is. He's a slave. That's what Brett Favre is. Emmitt Smith. Both the Earnhardts. Barry Lemieux, Yamir Yager, and that's just to name a few. They're not, basically, at this time, they're not feeding them. They're paying them. They're paying them to keep quiet. They're paying them to go along with the narrative. And look at this civilization. Look at all these freaking fat, grotesque, idiotic people sucking away at their beers and their hot dogs and their popcorn, their hamburgers, their sodas, their lickies, their chewies, their Skittles, their Reese's Pieces, their M&Ms, getting fat and stupider by the minute. And go home after wharfing down hot dogs, hamburgers, all this other wonderful stuff, and watching people bludgeon each other, go full force, going to get through blunt force trauma. They go home, some of them bang their wives, and some of them turn on another football game, or basketball game, or hockey game, or a soccer match, boxing match, MMA fight, you name it. They're going to be watching it. And then maybe afterwards, when the sun goes down, they maybe, just maybe, fall asleep because they're too tired and hopped up on an adrenaline crash to even think about banging their wives. Because they got to go to work tomorrow morning. Now they got to go to work hungover. Now these idiots are hungover and are on the road. Early Monday morning. Oh, John, did you catch the game? Yeah. Wow, my team did horrible. My team did great. Little office talk to keep you freaking little water jug talk to keep you freaking interested. Keep you freaking sedated. And these bosses, these people that run us, they allow this because they know it's the way to keep you from basically figuring it out. Keep you just stupid enough to continue on with the cycle of abuse. But the thing is, if you basically literally just turn it off, all you have to do is turn it off and not think about it. You'll be able to get some cognitive ability back, but you're too addicted to it. You love it. You love the abuse because they supply you with blood sport. And maybe, just in the middle of the winter, toward the middle of the winter, in the coldest frickin' months, they get this little special thing in the football season called the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl. Where hopefully you've saved up enough money to buy freaking tickets to the freaking Super Bowl. To stand out, look stupid in the freaking cold weather as you watch people bludgeon themselves at full speed, carrying a freaking piece of freaking pig litter. But all the while, you don't realize you're now the slave audience. You've now become the slave audience. Oh, congratulations, your team won. You're the stupid loser. You're the losing winner. Or should I say the winning loser? Because you took your vacation, you wasted your vacation time to see a freaking game for the build-up of a rigged system, not only a rigged system, but a rigged game. Oh, the Patriots won this year, the Patriots won this year, the Patriots won this year, okay, yeah, the Steelers won, the Ravens won, the Browns won, now this suspense is killing me. Who's going to be of the Super Bowl? But you prepay for the daggone tickets. Oh, but these tickets are collector's item if you basically... yeah, shut up. Shut up. Just shut up. And you basically watch your paid slaves parade around the city with this big hunk of frickin' metal. It's called a trophy. And basically flash their rings around and saying, yes, we've got rings for years, we're now champions. For what? For what? And yet, it's basically to keep you distracted, keep you stupid, keep you from looking around you and seeing how really messed up your situation is. Oh, game this year. We're not going to have a football game this year. Run. It's for your own good. Well, you might as well just pull your pants down and bend over. It's for your own good. Right? Make sure you spread apart them cheeks. It's for your own good, I guess. So basically, instead of learning trades, you basically turn the television. Your children are basically turning the television on. Instead of learning things that could potentially help them, they learn things from the television. What are they teaching your children? Absolutely bumpkiss. Nothing. You're teaching your son how to wear makeup and your daughter how to basically bully men. But I guess that's the new social norm nowadays. I guess that's the new social norm. Okay, I'll go along with this one, right? And and any people up the top, like, they're basically saying they're doing one thing, but they're saying another. They're doing one thing and saying another. Oh, we need some sort of control of the environment to keep you all in a frenzy. Keep everybody in a frenzy. As long as they're in a frenzy, we are able to pull more crap. "13 soldiers," right? The 13 people from the military. What is that a distraction to? But meanwhile, any ground that their comrades have made has been lost. It's not about deeper than the 13 soldiers. 13 soldiers, you've got thousands of freaking refugees coming into the country. Well, should I say quote-unquote refugees, air quotation marks right there. Coming into the country. Coming in to basically be paid off of our dime. Congratulations. Everybody's sacrifice is all for naught. The next generations of slaves has arrived. Congratulations, you made it to America. I would like to be the first to welcome the new round of slaves that entered the United States via Fort Bliss, Texas. Welcome. Are you from Afghanistan? I'd like to welcome you to your new masters. Welcome to America, where they slowly start taking rights. Congratulations. You are now the first generation slaves to America. Welcome. If you're listening to this, and you can understand English, you've been lied to. They really must have sucked you off for you to come here. They really must have sucked you off for you to come here. You've been lied to. You're not going to see the lie right away. You're not going to see it right away. But I'm going to tell you this much. If you have children here, your children will see it. Your grandchildren might see it if your children decide to have children and don't get swept up in the culture. Way to go there. Way to go there. Way to go. Basically, all you are is nothing more than a vote to be disposed of. Mohammed, you're Mohammed. Kadir, whoever is listening, your vote, you are nothing more than a disposable vote. Congratulations. Congratulations. You've been lied to. Had you stayed there and fought, your children would not be paying the price. Or if you just basically just went with the alternative, other than working with the coalition forces, maybe your children would be paying the price. But still, you can't. You gotta basically pick and choose on what you gotta do. Funny. The next round of slaves has arrived to America. Beginning to get to the point where beginning to wonder if people are beginning to wonder if their vote counts. Well, if you've seen anything from the last election, you begin to question. And you see the results that are coming out with this here audits. Maybe, just maybe, they might be doing all this so that somebody doesn't get a second term. It's how convenient that these audits have been mysteriously appearing, huh? How these states are somehow mysteriously recalling their audits from the 2020 election. Don't you find that a little bit odd? Is it so that somebody doesn't get a second term? Well, if that happened, I think they might want to leave things the way they are. Because if things happen and they reverse this stuff, there's going to be a lot of pissed off people. But then again, what do I know? I'm just a truck driver in the guards, well, soon to be former guardsman. As far as I know. I mean, it's not like I have any freaking social tactical knowledge. Societal tactical knowledge. But enough with the fearmonger. It's just all hearsay from here. It's just all hearsay. Hearsay. Enough with the fearmongering, you know. Apparently, everything that is going to come out of this video is going to be fearmongering. I don't know. It's just the way I see things. It's just the way I see things. A little bit messed up, a little bit dark. But when you really look at it through my eyes, the things that I've been through, the things that I've seen, the things that I've observed and been told, and the stories that I've heard, it's no wonder why I'm analyzing this stuff, why I'm thinking. Oh, wait, I'm not supposed to think. Oh, jab good, man bad, woman good, yada. Right. We basically gotta lie to ourselves and tell ourselves everything is fine, everything is okay. Go back to sleep. Go back to sleep and wrap yourself in your nice safe blanket. Everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. Just rock back and forth. Just Just rock back and forth. Put yourself in the fetal position. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, Alberto. Y'all might want to really think about the next 4 years. I already got my passport. All I got to do is just basically renew it. If I'm allowed to renew it. If not, I'll just leave illegally. Who's going to stop me? This is Red Pill in the Wind. Signing off. Godspeed and good luck.